Soteria House is really designed to, let people be there as long as it takes, as long as it's not too long, but months, to get through what they're going through. And I think some people, actually felt, so good and safe and so much better being there that you kind of actually had to move them out the door.
Soteria-Alaska, people didn't really want to leave, and some people didn't want to come because they had never experienced anything like it. And you had asked earlier somebody about the difference between hospital and Soteria, and one of our residents, I asked her what was the difference, because she'd been in the hospital, and she said, I couldn't believe it. When I walked in the door of Soteria House, there wasn't like a glass window with someone sitting on the other side to greet me. It was like a house, and that in and of itself. But the community, I used to call it Soteria without walls, because the community was more than just the people who lived in the house. And we had people come back all the time, visit. We had Tuesday night pizza night, and people would just drop by. We had Fridays, we had like everybody came together for a meeting, but we made a big lunch. So there was a whole community for even the people who moved out. And that's actually what helped a lot of people move on to a different way of living, not in a group house, but in their own apartments or whatever. So there was a community that just continued on.
I think it's, what you're describing is kind of like the idea was for it to be a normal life. That people, just because they're going through these things doesn't mean that they shouldn't, experience normal life. And that was one of the goals of Soteria-Alaska, and I think Soterias generally.